So here's the first problem.
You look just like Mrs. O.
When we do art, it's like experiencing love. Orgies.
One touching one.
Read that fucking manual. I think there is a fire alert in the building. Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra. I'm a production designer and an artist. You've just seen the preview what expects you in this vlog. So I'll be sewing my leopard coat and you'll see the first results. Also, I've met some interesting people when on a little trip to Riga. Also, I want to discuss with you why do we want to create? What is special about this creative process? Why do we want to be involved in it? And while you're watching the way I'm sewing, I'll start talking about this. So let's start. So here's the first problem. I started to sew and it just doesn't sew. It would skip the stitches, not even skip, but there are just no stitches at this side. Terrible. So this is the amount of thread I've used to try it, because it would just tangle somewhere here and not do anything with it. So I've googled it, what can be done, and I've searched the internet and I looked in the manual and just nothing helped. And I was so desperate because I thought that because this is such a fabric that my sewing machine doesn't want to sew, I already started to think, what can I do instead? Where can I hire a sewing machine to do that stuff for me? Because, you know, I've already cut so much of basically everything I've prepared, and it took me so much time. I was so upset. And then I've decided to, very smart idea, read that fucking manual. And I already checked it, but this time I've decided to check this troubleshooting page at the end, and it said that you basically, just to say that I've already checked all this and changed and nothing helped. So in that manual it was told that I have to check if I threaded the machine in the right way. And I've checked it, and basically, yes, you know that there is this metal head over here, and the thread just didn't get there. It was skipped, and that was a problem. So I fixed it, and now it just sews in a perfect way. So I'm so happy finally, because you see how much time it took me because of all these attempts. And that was the best I was able to get before, but now it looks like this, so everything seems to be fine. I'm so happy. It's such a relief that everything works now. So yeah, reading a manual, it's such a good idea. Here I've added the interfacing, and you'll see how it looks with and without it. So this is just the fabric without any interfacing. This one is with interfacing. It's modern, so I like this effect. The first stitches, I was so afraid to do something wrong, so I'm doing it very slowly in the very beginning. But look how it looks. Beautiful, very nice stitch. The fabric looks so good. There was a lot of cutting process because I had to get rid of this extra interfacing to make the seam allowance more flat, and a lot of ironing to make it look more beautiful. And I also used this wooden thing to make everything more flat and beautiful, because I don't have a special thing to do that yet. At a place where I haven't ironed, the seams look so chubby, but where I've ironed, they look so flat and beautiful. And that was my first bucket. And let's talk about art and why does it make us feel good. When I first moved to the Czech Republic, I knew I needed something to support me in this process. It was immigration, it was also the war. I was very distressed. And I realized that what supported me always in my life was art, and that time basically I found the way for me to take my film camera, and go out and take pictures. And all of this filled my soul. It felt so much better because of that. Just simple action, taking pictures, then developing the film. It's very interesting. And I realized that that's what supports me, because when I'm painting, it is the same process. I'm somehow distracted from my problems. You know, when you are in the process and the act of creation, painting, drawing, crafting, all your problems fade away. You're concentrated on this thing. Your thoughts seem to be slower and less anxious, and also it feels so much better after. And I was thinking why. I decided to read something about this, and I loved very much what Erich Fromm, he's a philosopher, sociologist, what he says about it. So the thing is that when we create something, we experience this feeling of unity, that you're something more than yourself. You're united with the world. That's the feeling. We also feel very safe when doing something. Hello, pause, because I'm showing you the first results. It's even better than I've expected, to be honest. I love the way it looks. And why does it happen? Erich Fromm says that in general, human needs the deep feeling of belonging, the feeling of intimacy with another human. You all know that we're social creatures, but we not only we need to belong to a group, but also we want to experience this deep love, deep connection with someone. And he said that it's very important for us, and there are a few ways to find this connection. I will talk more about love a little bit later, because it's more difficult to come to that, you know. So one of the means to find this is orgies. So basically during human history, there were orgies, for example, as a religious ritual, because people thought that somehow it would connect them with the gods or bring some benefits for them. That's why it was a part of religious cults. But the thing is that in the orgy you feel this feeling of unity. I don't now encourage you to take part in it. I just tell historically what it was. But also, if we think of it in modern context, if you think of an orgasm, and when you experience it especially with someone you love, I think you'll agree with me that it's a very special feeling of unity, of deep contact, of intimacy between you and that human, and that gives us very special feelings. And I mean, there are also biological aspects of it and psychological. These are the two ways to find this feeling. So orgies were before orgasms, and another way is art. Why I'm talking about this actually is that because another way to find this feeling of unity is doing art, the creative process. Not necessarily art, I mean creating something. Because when in this process we actually feel that we are united with the world. And there is a nice phrase also, Sigmund Freud used it, the oceanic feeling. That's the feeling, imagine that you're a little drop in a huge ocean, but you're at the same time you, self, yes, separated, and at the same time you're a part of something big, you're accepted here, you belong here. I think it's an amazing phrase that describes this feeling that we all crave for. And yes, creative process gives us the opportunity to experience it. But Erich Fromm also said that it's more like a substitute of the real connection that we are looking for, because in art we are single, we create by ourselves, but we also want to experience it with another human, it's important for us. And what we're actually looking for is a deep connection with a human, and not necessarily sexual. It's more on a soul level. And that is what true love is about, he says. When you act because you love someone in his interest, you're interested in his best interest and happiness, etc. That's what I wanted to say, it just came to my mind, and so interesting. That means that when we do art, it's like experiencing love. It has something in common. And I don't talk about that infatuation thing, but sometimes art is also like this. But more of this feeling of unity, of creativity, of being part of this world. And coming back to the topic of hard times and consolence, because I personally find consolence in art. So I personally believe that finding support in you and your creativity, your creative process, brings you to fulfillment of your talents, and that feels so good when you know that your talents find their place in outer world, especially if you show it to someone. Not necessarily it should be your job, but if you know that you're fulfilled, it brings you this state of harmony, peace, good relations with yourself and with the outer world. And you can also build healthy relationships because you know that you're fulfilled, no need to prove anyone anything. I personally believe that it's so great. It's a sunny day. Today we're in Wigan. Let's have a walk. And I encourage you, I propose to all of us not to be afraid doing new things, creating, experimenting. Like I'm now doing this code that I haven't done before, but it's something new. I think it's very interesting. Though sometimes it is scary. I'm now scared and I'm sewing slowly because I'm afraid to spoil something. I need to use my spatial imagination all the time because I think, oh my god, how do I put this way or that way? I can't be afraid. But still I continue because that is the way of fulfilling my soul, my desires. And I think it's great to follow your path, wherever it leads you. I think there is a fire alert in the building. Ooh, all the stuff, all the people. I wonder what's happening there. Sorry, is there a fire in the building or something happening there?
I don't know, the fire alarm just gone off.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
You look just like Mrs. O.
What's that?
You look just like Mrs. O.
Message up?
Mrs. O.
Message up?
Mrs. O.
Oh.
Ukraine.
Oh, thank you for your support.
This business near Liverpool. Liverpool.
Yeah, we've been to Liverpool.
Have you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Have you ever been to the cabin club? Beatles. I've been in the cabin and I sung with Mr. McCartney. I sung Mike McCartney, his brother.
Yes.
What we do, you look like the big O, Miss O. You know Miss O?
Michelle.
Michelle.
Yes, I understand you. Yes.
Anything you want, you got it. Anything at all, you got it. Hey, baby, you got it.
Thank you.
She's a model. Hey. Well, how tall are you? How tall?
153 centimeters.
No, 6'7", 6'6".
Yeah,
6'2".
probably.
Jeez, you live here?
In Manchester.
In where?
In Manchester.
Yeah. Have you heard of Mr. Diamond?
No.
You never heard of Mr. Diamond? Boom, boom, where it began, I can't begin to know it,
I think I've
but
heard
then I
it.
know it's going strong. And then I heard something run off my shoulder, who believed you'd come along. One, touching one, reaching out.
I love your musical taste. It was nice meeting you.
Alexander.
Yes.
Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great. Bonjour, bonjour. Ciao. Ciao. How do you say it in Ukraine?
Пока.
Baka.
Bye-bye.
Baka. Bye. Baka.
Bye-bye.
Very beautiful.
Thank you, bye. I wonder if this is blood. I actually thought that it was wine or something like this, but it looks so dense, not transparent. There was a fight somewhere, yeah. I'm not sure, but it could be. And the trace is still on, actually, in there. Sometimes their own cave. And this kid bag. I think it's nice. I'll get it. I thought it was Al Pacino in the beginning. I don't know. Does he resemble to you? Just look at these tiles. Aren't they beautiful? In the mirror too. The UK robins are everywhere. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where else? I saw somewhere else here. Yeah. Here. There. Funny. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next videos because I'm already creating something new in Cloth 3D. It will be a trendy thing, and I'll see you in the future videos. Bye.